Well, the beast. Putting that putting that frame up there has been a very inexact, shall I call it, science. The man that was going to help me didn't come, and so I've been doing it by myself, very slowly. But it's getting up there. And the one kind of trick I had, I've started to dismantle the bridge, and what I used besides the rollers was were 2 block and tackles. I just kept going back and forth, pulling the one up, pulling the one side and then the other side, and now it's high enough that pretty soon it'll start to teeter, and then it's be much easier. You can see I'm taking my time. It's fun, but you need to be a little careful. Here's an update on the beast. It's been waiting all summer to get its back and wings, and I said in an earlier video, I said that I could do it by myself. Well, I had another man help me set the planks, and I'm about to take them down, which would be good because the blocks aren't very level. We weren't as careful as we could have been. But if you study this, you can understand what I did. I built a bridge, sort of. Ironically, that wood that the bridge is built out of was recycled from the trailer, the very trailer that this frame came out of. And I used these rollers, and these pieces are like a temporary carriage, and these pieces are like a track. And the rope, it works like a brake. When I gain a little bit, I retie that knot right there so it doesn't roll back on us. Once I get it just almost halfway over the dome, at that point it'll tip, and so I can very easily do it by myself. But then I also have to take the floor and move it toward uphill here. Let me walk out on here. Oops. Because of that, I took the chimney down, because I got to get clearance past it, and then I'm going to move the whole thing in that direction so that the chimney comes up through that bay, I'll call it, right there. Fun project. Take time. I think of it as using the aku method, a few inches at a time. Alright, later. Here's an update on the beast. It's not straight yet. You can see that trailer frame floor. I don't have it moved over, and I have to pull it this way about 4 feet as well. This is a block and tackle here, and that's another block and tackle over there. You will notice that the ramp is gone, the temporary bridge that I built to slide that up. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. This tree, this little walnut, and that little walnut, they're acting as what's called dead men in carpenter talk. You call that a dead man. It doesn't have to do anything except not move. And it's actually not too hard to pull that frame. I may or may not do it on rollers. I probably will not do it on rollers. I'll just put a little oil on what it slides on, but it's not ready. I'm not ready to slide it yet. Maybe I'll walk down around. I have to decide too. Now wait, these pieces here I will add to the beast, to the floor. It's my intention on that trailer frame floor to build up a floor out of some kind of very lightweight concrete. You'll see more about that, but I think maybe next year. You see, I don't have it secure yet for moving. I need to. I don't want it to drop all of a sudden and break things. So I need to make it more secure before I can continue to pull it back. And when I'm done, this front edge should be back just about to the front of this, I think. I haven't decided completely. Alright, there'll be more, but there was another update. Well, it's the second part of September, and I thought it was time for another update on the beast. That floor frame out of a house trailer is now pretty much in place. The chimney had to be amputated of the beast in order to slide it into position. And there's the chimney. I'm going to put it back up probably today. That's one of the reasons I wanted to film it now, because it's going to very soon look different. This is a charcoal retort. It's been a long time since I've said about that, and it's just kind of been waiting for the other. I think I'm going to slide it forward about 3 feet, and I may end up calling it the Bride of the Beast, or the Beast Bride. Both of these I'm going to cover with sheet metal that I have, so that the heat will be held down and not just go into the neighborhood. Alright, so, well, I don't think I have to go down below, but I wanted you to see it before I put anything else on there. There's something you don't see just every day. What I did was I took a chest freezer, took the lid off it, took the compressor out of it for recycling, and then cut a hole in the one end of it. And I'm going to try to use it as a hood to gather smoke from either side of the beast. And I film it now because I'm going to put the chimney back up today, I think, and then experiment with putting a sheet metal floor on there just for now. Well, there's the beast with its tail back on. But that tail is beginning to grow. I've got high hopes for that tail. all made out of blocks that were sitting around here. I may try to climb up on that tail to show you in a little bit. Today, I think, well, it's my plan, that the beast is going to try out a shell, to grow a shell on its back. And even some wings. See how it feels to have some wings. I'll show you that. And then it'll be the end of this year for the beast. And so I'll see now if I can climb up on the tail. Okay, I'm up on the tail, and you can see these are grates from recycled from the pin mill in Bedford. I use them not as grates, just to make it stable. It is actually quite stable. And I've used all kinds of material, but I'm gradually getting smaller. I'm now down to 6-inch blocks. I think I'd like to run 2 courses of them, and there's no mortar in any of this. 2 courses of 6-inch blocks, and then those are 4-inch blocks. 2 courses of 4-inch blocks, then maybe even 2 courses of 2-inch blocks. And then I'm going to go to sheet metal, supported with steel at the corners. And then I'll use Portland cement. Okay, so much for today. Well, here's the view from riding on the back, or the shell, of the beast. I'm standing on the beast. And I'll show it to you here in just a moment. This actually, before I do that, this view right here has probably not been had for about 50 years. Probably 50 years. Because there used to be the Oppenheimer house, or the Schneebly house before that, sat here, but then it was torn down. Anyway, there's the hood, there's the chimney of the beast. This is what I'm standing on. It's just old sheet metal that I had up in the field. It's just to sort of see what it would look like. And the 2x4s are to give me some idea of where I can safely stand, sort of. And the ones that are longer, I'll tie them down, because if we get it, and the same thing with this piece of round track, and I'll have to get more, because if we get a stiff wind, I think this could disappear. Alright, I'll show you from outside. Okay, the last of the beast during the second year of my class. To be continued. The tail will get about 8 feet maybe 10 feet higher. And I'll just give you an idea. I really don't know what all I'm going to do here. That's a work in progress. But oh, and it's not finished by any means. I mean, I have to go along and jack that up and make it level and level these up and stuff. But you've got an idea of how it looks at this point. See you next year.